Prediction Ascension Tribunal. So the Chelsea residents had enough, which we don't know where Chelsea's at. Chelsea in the New York City area. It's between 28th, 21st Street and 8th Avenue, most likely Fashion District. They switch it up so much to keep everybody included. You just don't know. But these niggas is getting high in their basements. They turning tricks. They getting high by schools. It's no ending. So, who we have to blame? Hochul and Adams? I don't know, B. But check out this clip. This is a long clip. These niggas is really upset. This clip came around August 15th.
Oh, Fox 5, 2 months in the making, a Manhattan neighborhood terrorized by sex, drugs, and break-ins.
Look at these savages. Look at them.
Video that
Look
shows
the crack
all
pipe.
people living in the middle of it saying not enough is being done to keep them safe, and they want
That's a
out.
meth pipe, actually.
Fox 5's Lisa Evers with the exclusive video that will have a lot of people
Meth
talking
pipe. That's a
tomorrow.
meth pipe.
This is 8th Avenue in Chelsea, a neighborhood known
8th
for
Ave,
cheap condos,
23rd
great restaurants,
Street.
and tolerant community. But now a part of it is being overrun by drug dealers and drug users, and residents here are paying the price. In this exclusive video obtained by Fox
Look at this
5
nigga.
News, you see a person injecting a syringe into their arm
Look at this
in a
nigga.
basement laundry room. And yet
Nigga
another
survived
video obtained
COVID.
exclusively by
That's a
Fox
meth
5,
pipe.
You see another person sitting casually, smoking what police tell us is probably crystal meth.
That's a
These
meth
are not
pipe.
isolated incidents.
That's crazy.
People living here on West 21st Street between 8th and 9th Avenue
8th and
are
9th.
trying to cope with an influx of drug addicts who have
Where
turned
is
the
Daredevil?
into a 24-hour
Where
smoking
is
sex den.
the defender
It's
for
become a
Hell's
go-to
Kitchen?
destination for dealers and users. The drug of choice, crystal methamphetamine. To make matters even worse, all of this is happening in front of a school. Fox 5 was first there in June at PS 11, where parents tell us their children
PS11,
are
oh my
seeing way
God,
too much
bendito.
nudity,
La little
sex
mi
acts,
host,
drug
oh my
use,
God.
and threatening behavior.
Oh my God.
Picking them up from school, it's like a walk through Dante's Inferno.
We have people going around the block for the past
It's
2 years.
disgusting, babe.
Taking drugs, having sex in the basements, break-ins, different type of intrusions.
Disgusting, babe.
Basically, we feel like the area is not safe for kids.
It's disgusting, bro. This is what they want as an economic collapse to the biggest cities that control the money. New York City is one of the biggest cities that control the money for the world. So you bring an economic collapse, you bring these turmoils and stuff like that. People doesn't want to reside in these certain areas, and they want to fight back, or they want to have a great exodus. And most likely some of them going to exit the city. They're not going to fight this.
And what's worse is that it's not just at night. During the day, you see them sitting over here shooting.
During the
smoking,
day, that's a
fights
fact.
up on Needle on the street. These little kids are playing right here.
Residents and police tell us the construction scaffolding on much of West 21st Street and around the corner on 8th Avenue provides a perfect cover for illegal activity. They tell us after buying their heroin, crack, and crystal methamphetamine, users then walk down West 21st Street looking for a place to get high, just like this person appeared to do right in front of our cameras.
Look at this
You've lived
nigga.
here how long?
7 years.
Have you ever seen it like this?
No, definitely not. This is definitely increased. Pre-pandemic, I never experienced.
Pre-pandemic, it was all planned.
in the way that we are
Pandemic.
seeing right now, by any means.
The drug use is now so rampant and dangerous, police tell us a 38-year-old Brooklyn man was found dead, an apparent drug overdose inside a private video booth at the Rainbow Station sex shop on 8th Avenue between 20th and 21st
Go to the light,
Streets.
nigga.
It's one of 3 adult businesses on the same block. It's the same location where several weeks later, police arrested 4 men in a brutal beating. In these exclusive surveillance images, you
Straight
see the illegal
crystal
drug use.
meth.
Residents tell us the problem
Glass.
is getting worse.
Bitch is smoking
despite
straight
their
glass.
efforts to
Look at
get
that.
help and increase security.
We put about $60,000 worth of video intercom, magnetic locks, cameras everywhere. They're broken into our basement multiple times.
Vivek Batra says surveillance cameras have proven to be no deterrent. In this video, you see an intruder breaking into the bike room and methodically taking a bike. Residents are begging the city and the NYPD to do something.
We use the 311 app, which is great. We call the police. The police is very responsive. We had 2 break-ins. They were able to arrest the people within hours.
Crazy.
The issue that we're seeing is in a lot of cases, they're not able to detain the person. So sometimes they're
Bail
not able to do the
reform.
arrest that we need them to do.
We took the
See, with the bail reform and all this other bullshit that came into effect in New York City and LA and Texas and certain other certain other states, they cannot arrest and hold. It's called catch and release. This is all they're doing, bro. This is all they're doing to these savages.
Residents' concerns to the NYPD's 10th Precinct Commanding Officer, Captain Robert Galt.
This is certainly an area.
Robert Galt, you got a lot of work to do, bro.
I asked Captain Galt to walk the neighborhood with me at night. The core issue here, changes in the bail laws, where those arrested cannot be held behind bars.
Our patrol arrests are up 37% right now, year to date. And then when you look at the narcotics level arrests, also at a 37%
Fox 5, fair use.
increase year to date. So we're arresting the individuals. We're bringing
Predicts
them in,
Ascension Tribunal.
But what we're seeing, unfortunately, is they're right back out there, and the addiction doesn't go away.
During our first visit in June, there was a heightened police presence from the 10th Precinct.
See, if any nigga know about situations with these dope fiends, you need to sit them up for at least 4 or 5 days so they can get that shit out their system, so they can actually start acting right and being normal, to understand that they might need a rehab or they might need some type of mental health adjustment. But if they keep getting high over and over and over, the chemical imbalances in their brain doesn't let them be rational towards thinking like a regular normal human being. It's crazy.
But that was only after we arrived with our cameras rolling.
The police are trying to do their bit, and they say their hands are tied, basically, because all they can do is arrest them, write a report in half minutes, and then they're back here all over again.
It's a frustrating situation Mayor Eric Adams calls catch, release, repeat. Captain Galt says it happens nearly every day. In fact, one man they arrested recently for drug possession had 151 previous arrests. He was issued a desk appearance ticket and released a couple of hours later.
You mentioned the elementary school on 21st Street. My people were out there today. They arrested a recidivist with a lengthy criminal history, brought her in. This is an individual, she was in possession. She was observed smoking crystal meth under the scaffolding next to a school. She was brought in, and she, as per the law, she qualified for a desk appearance ticket, and she was right out of the station house a couple of hours later.
Another big concern for residents is the increase in intimidation and physical threats. It's gotten so bad, sometimes they can't even get through their own front door, no matter what the sign says. A bartender whose shift ends late at night and has lived here for 44 years told me enough is enough and she's moving out.
I would come home between 4 and 5 in the morning, and they would be on my front stoop, and I was horrified. How am I going to get up? They were doing drugs, they were tweaking, they were shooting up in their toes, and smoking crack.
They get aggressive and say, we'll cut you, we'll pull a knife. I had someone pull a knife me last week. I was gardening over here, and I tried to chase someone away who was urinating in a car, and this person pulled a knife at me. So I had to call the police and back away.
How long do you think you can put up with this?
Not much longer. I've already started thinking of selling my apartment, and a lot of people actually in this area have been talking about that.
It's dangerous, and I want out.
Residents here.
You can't sell your apartment. Rent in New York City just hit a record high of $5,000 for a fucking 1 bedroom. It's insane. It's fucking brazy. There's no way. Niggas is living with their girlfriends talking about that our budget is $3,600 fucking dollars for a fucking studio, bro. A studio. You're better off. This is one thing about this pandemic. It taught me to own and not to rent. If you didn't learn a lesson during this pandemic, let the savages be savages. Get the fuck out of here while you can, because this is going to be the great exodus. It is what it is, B. Prediction Ascension Tribunal. So you already see the situation with Chelsea and how no one's handling the drug problem. The drug problem is extreme in New York City, like it's extreme in San Diego, extreme in San Francisco, extreme in Newburgh, New York, extreme in Poughkeepsie, New York. They don't want nothing to change. They're trying to bring a full economic collapse towards the United States. But being who I am, I'm here to bring you the truth. And every crackhead, meth head is guilty. The system is guilty because they do not understand what they bring forth. They are here to continue their drugs. Some people are so freaking out of their minds that they would do drugs in front of a school or a child. It doesn't even matter. It looks like Escape from New York with Kurt Russell. That's basically what this is. U-Haul is running out of trucks because everyone is being what you would call the great exodus of California. Who am I to say that you can't stay here and live in this city? The city has lost its mind. A one-bedroom is going for $5,000 in Manhattan. A couple said earlier today that their budget is $3,500 and they're trying to downsize to a goddamn studio. If $3,500 is what you're gonna have as a budget, you might as well get a multi-family home and pay the rent and have people pay rent to you and live in the outer boroughs or further up in New York State and commute back and forth. Don't believe in e-bikes or city bikes or scooters. Get on a Metro North train and do what you need to do to get back and forth to the city to get to your job, because it doesn't make sense to live here anymore. $5,000 for a one-bedroom. People are deciding to sell their Chelsea homes or their Hell's Kitchen apartments or co-ops because they can't deal with the savagery of what's going on with the drug use and the fucking prostitution. Prediction Central Tribunal. It is what it is. Figure out if you want to be here in the next 2 years.